Okay, we're live.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, it kind of it. Oh yeah, you can. So if you press the share button again and then you go into broadcast settings, I believe you can switch that off, like the display of that off. Uh,
Yeah, you want to turn that off. Okay, beautiful. So when the qualifying and everything goes, we're gonna cut you guys out of the party. So it's just Static and I talking. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect, perfect.
yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. So I can read it. I can read it off now. So first place is 50, second 42, third 35, fourth 30, fifth 25, sixth 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it works in a way that, like, yeah, by showing up you're at least doing something. You're at least getting some sort of points. It probably also makes the entire thing a lot closer
hmm And
because
plus the
you're kind of able to fight for points all the way to the end, which means it's not just you have to finish like 10th to win, like you can finish 17th and win the
yeah,
championship.
and the DNFs and the DQs is a good rule too, because then it makes it so people don't kind of have a fit and then just take someone out.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's one in the wall already.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, points. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, you're in the points. Yeah,
Past a man with the 2-second time penalty. Multiple warnings. Yeah, which is fair. Random serious also for 2 minute, 2 second time penalty. I think that's his second penalty already this race. It's been two. It's yeah. Mm. Yeah, I know from watching because like also with F1, like I've also dabbled in iRacing, so I know there's someone that's like huge in iRacing, say called Josh Rogers. He's also Australian, but he did a little video on how to go through that chicane like the best way, and it was apparently like really getting up on the curve on the right, which allows you to go in smoother on the left. Apparently, I don't know exactly how it is, but if you like really get a lot of curb on the like onto the first corner of it, you can get out a lot. Yeah, that is true, but in particular the last chicane. Yeah, 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 100%.
I was thinking about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would that be something we talk to them in the chat publicly with, or is it something we personally do with them in a party chat? Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll probably do something like that for sure.
Yeah,
Sounds
that's
good.
cool.
All
Not a
good.
problem.
Good luck, guys. Okay, give us good things to say. Yeah, have a good one.
Yeah.
Here we go. And we got 10 minutes until the lights go out here.
For qualifying at least.
Yes, qualifying.
So yeah, it'd be pretty good. I'm excited for what I actually really enjoy this track because it's just a very like fun and flowing track.
Yeah, totally. I completely agree. It's got a lot of good fast chicanes.
Yeah,
And
yeah. It just feels so natural to take it all.
for sure.
It reminds me of Australia a little bit.
I completely agree, right? It's like it's Australia's a little tighter for passing, but the
Yeah.
Canadian Grand Prix it's a good all-around race, and being
Mm.
Canadian myself, I gotta wave the
Rep
flag a
the
little
home team.
bit. But
I actually when I was looking at the what's it the schedule, that's what
yeah,
it is.
yeah,
I actually, because I noticed there was only 16 races, I went and went through which races they omitted, and I
oh,
can't believe they picked like Singapore over Australia. How can you not?
oh, they don't even put Australia in this schedule. I didn't even see that.
Australia's not in, so they have a 16 race season.
Yeah,
The tracks they omitted were Australia, Bahrain, Abu Dhabi, Azerbaijan, what's it? Spain,
Okay.
and there's one more. I forget what it is. Um,
But anywho, I agree that Austria's. I don't understand why I didn't put that one in there. That's
Austria or
usually
Australia?
Australia, and
Yeah,
Bahrain is a good race too.
yeah.
That's a good one with a lot of passing and nice flowing one
Mm.
as well.
I as I've played a lot of this game, but the races I do not like are Abu Dhabi and Singapore.
Yeah,
Those are like the two that I really don't like.
my friend's gonna admit to this, but my personal vendetta is against the Brazilian track.
Really?
Oh yeah, it has my number, man. I'm posting in the schedule into the Twitch chat for all those people who are watching who'd be interested to come back. 1 week from tonight, we're in Vietnam on August 6th, so that'd be a good track. I don't mind that one. A lot of people have
Yeah,
bad blood to that.
I didn't like it when I first started racing on it because I thought it was just like a really weird Monaco.
Hmm.
I felt like it was a little tight everywhere and it just didn't feel right. But as I drove more and more on it, I started to enjoy it a bit more because I knew how to race it.
Yeah, that's got a couple of really good passing sections too,
Oh
and
yeah, especially that huge straight.
yeah, I don't understand why they didn't put the DRS zone a little earlier onto that straight. They have it so late
Yeah, that
into
would
it.
have been massive.
I mean, I guess maybe to
Well,
create
that
a little more excitement into
yeah, but
that
it's
hairpin.
also like the same with the Azerbaijan. That's a huge chunk of that straight is also not DRS.
Yes, but the
But I
good
mean,
one with the
I don't
Canadian
think you
here.
can give it too big of um a like a too big of a what is it an advantage through that.
Yeah, it's but going back to the Canadian track, the Casino Straight there. That's a really good straight that with the nice DRS zone that goes right into the Wall of Champions chicane. And
Yeah.
I'm willing to put money on the line here that we're gonna see someone hit that Wall of Champions at least a couple times today.
Oh, we even just saw that in the practice race.
Yeah,
One of the Haas drivers, just the first lap straight into it. Because
and that
it's hard to judge how quick you can go through there. Because
especially if
sometimes
you have someone coming
you'll
with you.
absolutely send it and you'll do it fine.
Yeah,
But sometimes you'll take a little bit reserved and you'll end up just overshooting it still.
it's a tough chicane, but and especially with that wall there, it's a little nerve wracking. It can be,
Mm.
but
Yeah,
it's
because
something that you got to take fast.
you want to ride that line as thin as you can,
Hmm.
but you also don't want it to bite back.
Yeah, exactly. But just looking at the Canadian map here, it's 14 turns here. You got a hairpin, turn one and turn two. They're always exciting, right off the red lights. Um, like we were talking
Very
before, if
very
you're
tight through that section.
yes, like we were talking before, if you're just joining in now, the crashes and all the damages is on full, so you're gonna see a lot of debris flying all over the track on turn one. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, not won't be surprised if we see a couple having to pit first lap if they're not careful.
Yes. Now, it wouldn't be a bad strategy to maybe, if you're starting in the back 10 there, maybe to throw on some hards and just kind of stay away from that.
Oh
And
yeah, see if you can and hope for a safety car later on.
yeah, for sure. There's going to be a lot of different strategies put out today, especially with it being a 50% race. You might see two
Yeah,
stops. Prototypically, it's even for a 100% race, you'll see cars nowadays do a one-stop strategy, but depending on how hard these guys are going to push their cars and the tires
yeah.
just might not be able to last.
Because I believe they also toned down the tires in order to make them as equal to how they would last in a full race.
Okay, yeah.
I believe that's how they do it. Just to make sure that like if a hard tire in real life is going for majority of a race, that
Yep.
it wouldn't go for a full race here. It would only go for again a majority.
Yeah,
but not the
okay.
entire thing.
I'll have to look into that. That's something.
Who else is spectating with us?
It seems.
Mistaken Youth.
Yeah, I think they're gonna have to boot him because there's only room for 2 spectators in a full lobby.
Yeah,
He was all
we'll have
over
to
the chat
see.
today too. Poor guy.
Oh
Don't know.
yeah, oh yeah. He was yeah. He wasn't able to be a part of the thing yet. He was a reserve. He's a reserve driver, isn't he?
Yeah, I believe so. He's
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
I guess here we go. We can go to our notes right away. Mistaken youth. We've got nothing on him.
Yeah. I think all he said was he's a reserve driver and he can't wait for his chance.
Yeah. Oh, well, we've got what we've got. We've got one, two, three. We got five
What?
reserve drivers here. One's being used
Yeah.
today to replace Mercedes. So all these guys are, we'll just say they're fighting for spots.
Yeah, 100%.
They're all sitting on the sidelines waiting for in real world situation for someone to get COVID, like Sergio Perez has done, and now Racing Point
Oh
struggling
yeah,
to get a reserve driver.
that's crazy.
That is, I didn't think it would happen to an F1 driver,
No, not at all.
but it's absolutely it's been all over the Florida or the Miami Marlins. I don't know if you've heard too much about that. They have 14
No, I haven't.
guys.
Oh
For,
Jesus.
yeah, of their players too, guys on the roster who have gotten the COVID-19 virus. That's terrible.
Is that okay? Because I'm Australian and have no idea about US sports, is that baseball?
That is baseball. Well done.
Okay, that is baseball. Because okay, it's definitely not Miami Heat. That's basketball.
Yeah,
And I think what Miami Dolphins
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna let you keep
are
going.
NFL.
Yep.
That's
And
all the
then
Miami teams I know.
yeah, that's it. And then in Florida
Isn't
as well,
wait
they
I
have
they Florida? Yeah.
they've got hockey
Uh,
and another basketball team in Orlando, the Magic.
yes, Orlando.
Yeah.
Yes. I still don't know.
All you do is just hear bad stories about Florida. That's what you.
Florida man.
Oh, exactly right. He's famous. They're all famous, really.
Nah, it's just one dude.
Yeah. Oh god, I don't know how many stories I've heard from people in Florida doing something. So we got a full lobby here. It seems mistaken youth. I think he's throwing this whole gig off right now. It looks like we're missing a Red Bull driver.
No, we have. Oh, we had both Red Bulls.
Do we? I see random Sirius here.
Yeah, I swear I saw one of the Red Bulls before, unless it was just another driver that changed.
I think
Let's go through.
mistaken
Let's
youth's
go through
trying
the.
to. Oh yeah, yeah, they're calling him to leave. Yeah, Racing
Sorry,
Ginger isn't able to get
sorry,
in
we're
right now.
full.
Yeah.
That sounds like an Australian thing.
Do we? Okay, we got 2 Alphas, 2 Renaults. We got the Haas's. We got the Are we missing the McLaren? No, we got both McLarens.
So have we both? So we got both Alpha Taris.
Yeah, both. Yeah, it's just the Red Bull. We're missing Racing Ginger. And once he joins, then we can get this thing underway.
Oh, I thought Ginger was in. Oh, wait,
Oh,
whatever. What happened to everyone's teams?
oh, he just reset the lobby. It seems.
Ah, okay. Now everyone's selecting their teams again.
Oh, it's because he changed all the he changed the host options preset. So we'll
Yeah.
see.
So we have, if we go through the list, we have Kenny and Clog in the Alpha Tauris. We have JC and his teammate's not in. It's just JC at the moment. Oh well, no, maybe his teammate hasn't selected yet. So far we have JC in the Racing Point. We have. I don't know how to say that. Is it Artanis? I want to say
Autonus.
Artenis in the Ferrari,
Yeah.
and his teammate MX. What is it? MX Bloom? I don't know.
Do we have two replacements for the AlphaTauris? In my notes, I've got a different.
Oh no, their Discord name might be different to their
Oh,
PSO
fair.
name.
Okay.
So, the Kenny in the AlphaTauri, JC in the Racing Point,
With
Artenis in the
Tim Lee.
Ferrari,
Archness
Enrique,
is.
Enrique in the Mercedes, Barry in the Renault, Heavy in the Williams, Clog in the AlphaTauri, He-Man in the Haas, Brian in the Merc, Soup in the Alfa Romeo, Random in the Red Bull. What do we want to call this guy MX?
Uh, Bloxham. MX.
Is it block? Yeah, just by the first letters.
Or it could
I
be
don't know. I don't
MXB
know how.
Loxham. Uh, I'm sure we're gonna mispronounce a lot of these guys' gamer tag here.
Yeah,
So,
I'm happy just calling it MX for now until
yeah.
we are corrected of it. We got
Ooh, Mahi, that's quite the name.
Mahi in the Alfie, Alfa Romeo. Mahi in the Alfie.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, Racing
Uh,
Ginger's in. Helagline,
just
or Helgalion, I think that's it. Oh god, we're gonna butcher some of these. Tim Lee, that's an easy one. He's in the Racing Point.
Tim Lee.
Plasterman in the Williams. Pork Chops, the almighty leader of this wonderful league that we're
Cam
being put
in the
into.
Renault. Monkey. Oh, is Monkey Mafia the last Ferrari? Is that the? Oh no, wait. Oh, might be the last Racing Point. No, Tim Lee's the last. Which
These
one's
guys are twisted right now. They don't know what's going on. Monkey Mafia, I've got on Haas.
Is both Haas drivers taken?
Not
No,
yet,
there's only
no.
one Haas.
Okay, so he's got to switch to Haas
Session
then.
starts in 3.
Oh
Fuck.
god. Hopefully he just
Oh
gets
no.
dropped right in. Okay, he did. He just got.
Yeah. Okay, he's in the
Here we
Haas.
go.
Okay, so we're up to the short qualifying. So this is now the first qualifying of the season for the Midwest F1 League.
I believe it's 16 minutes the racers have to post up their fastest qualifying time.
I believe so. Yes.
They get 3 sets of tires or 4 sets.
3.
Three.
Oh yeah, 4. I think they have. Is it the Ultra Softs?
Yeah, they have no. It's just regular softs. They have 3 softs
Just
and
regular.
then 1 medium set.
Okay.
So with it only being 50% race, they do have a lot of other sets of tires saved up for the side. So you're probably going to
Oh
see
yeah,
all the guys.
especially without using any of the practice sessions.
Exactly. So the guys will
The
probably take
drivers have
advantage of
been.
that. They'll pump it on
Well,
one set of
hopefully
tire.
they won't need. Hopefully they won't need all those tires.
Mm-hmm.
But ideally they only need 2 sets during the race. But
Yeah.
I don't know. We might see some crazy strategies going out here.
Well, since I can only view one person here, I'll start off with the leader of the whole thing. Oh, it seems 18 minutes we have.
18.
I'll start off with Pork Chops for spectating, and I'll then switch to whoever's out on track, and I'll try and keep up
Yeah,
with.
everyone's just currently in the pits at the moment. I think everyone's just having a look at their setups, what they're trying to do. We have one car just about to leave, and that's a Williams.
And Parc Ferme is in use here. So once a car uses a certain setup, he has to
Once they
stay with
leave.
it.
Yes. So Henry is the first one to leave. Currently going through turns 3 and 4. Next to leave is, I believe, Racing Ginger. No, he's still behind. One of the Random Sirius has also left, and both of the Mercs and Clog. Now leaving are one of the Haas, one of the Ferraris, and I think one of the Red Bulls.
Now, with especially a qualifying lap, you want to make sure that you distance yourself between another car ahead or behind. So you give yourself that breathing room just in case something were to happen to the car ahead of you.
Yes.
Now we're on board with his heavy right now. He's coming down the casino straight here, giving his little tires a shake. About to come through the wall of champions for the first time of this racing night. Takes a little corner cut, comes down the
Oh
straight.
no, he's cut the corner going into the first corner, so he'll have to restart his lap.
Wow, that's not how you want to start. All
So
right.
the first lap will go to Brian.
And who are we on board right now with? Comes into the first. He's gone out with mediums to start. Maybe just kind of getting his feel for the track. Doesn't want to waste a set of those hards. Has a little bit of slippage outside turn 2. Into turn 3. Takes it cleanly. Not too tight to the wall. Leave himself a little bit of gap. Comes into what is turn 5 and 6.
Just the Alpha Tauri of Clog also is has had his lap disqualified.
Oh, we have Enrique spin out on turn 2. He's currently sitting in the wall.
That's a bad start.
That is truly unfortunate, especially for him being a reserve driver as well.
He's stuffed up both of the Renaults behind him too, starting a lap.
Oh.
Hopefully he won't put the rest of the field behind him in danger, but he has definitely stuffed up the Renaults.
As going to Barry here, he is on an invalid lap, so he will unfortunately not be able to complete this lap and has to go around once more just to be able to get onto his qualifying lap.
Enrique really struggling.
Brian Mosser sets the first in the Mercedes at a 1.110.
110.2. He-Man with Random with a 111.2, and Artemis with an 11.2 as well.
Random had an 11.4.
Ginger posting
actually.
a 12.8. Who will be next over the line? One of the Renaults, it seems.
Seems like we have a yellow flag in sector 3. Is that one of the?
That's Enrique again. No, it's
Bloxham.
what's it?
MX
Bloxham.
comes in here. Let's see if I can fully follow. He won't be able to. And there's another yellow flag
Sector
on turn 1. Here we go. We're on board with Barry here. Now, after completing his lap, he is on his qualifying pace. Pulling up the lap data. It's a 4.27 in sector 2. Takes turn 10 a little bit wide. Coming down the casino straight. 10.2 is the time to beat. Might not be able to get it. He's coming into the wall of champions now at 10.5. Straightening out. And puts up an 11.7 for, as of right now, his mid-pack. You know he's going to want to... Hearing him talk before, he says he wants to have some good things talked about, and that's not the best to commentate on.
So Tim Lee currently setting the slowest with a 14.0. Still Brian with the 10.2, holding up a really good. I mean, we've had a few drivers so far post illegitimate times.
Yeah, the track record, I had it here a second, is a 1:10.240. So
he's beaten the official lap record.
He has beaten. Wow. So watch out for Brian Mosser, ladies and gentlemen. The Mercedes do it on the video game and in real life, setting fastest laps and breaking records. Of course, Sebastian Vettel of his Q3 run in 2019.
Yes.
Now I was going to say Tim Lee, I thought he was going to do a lot better here. He says he's got a lot more of a history in the sim racing. And he seemed to be, the one race that I watched before, to be have solid pace. And I'm really hoping that he can, fly up the the time charts. He may have been slowed up a little bit.
So Mahi is also on an illegitimate lap. Heavy is out there at the moment. Cam is also out there at the moment. Suitman also out there. I think a lot of people are just starting their outlap.
Kenny seems to be coming down the casino straight right now. He is on an invalid lap, but that'll of course change when he crosses the finish line to what I'm assuming will be his hot lap. Nope, he's off to the pits. That was an unfortunate tease.
Yellow flag in sector 2. I believe that was Enrique slowing down.
Again, Mahi goes deep into turn 1. Tries to tighten up in turn 2, but he's lost far too much time now.
Whoops.
Another yellow flag. I believe it must be from...
Heavy on an illegitimate lap.
Many people.
A lot of people cutting that chicane.
As we said before, the rules are on strict corner cutting as well, so prepare to see a lot of time penalties as the race goes on.
That's one of the Red Bulls spun out at the hairpin.
That's serious? Yeah, spun out at L'Equipe. Is that it? Le Pingle or Le Kingle. Oh,
I have no clue about the names.
I've got the circuit up right now, and I'm looking at I'm looking at all the names for the famous corners and straights and whatnot, and that is the one that is, you know, all French.
Cammy's had his lap tainted by one of the Red Bulls. I think that's Racing Ginger that got in his way. So it won't be an amazing lap.
Seems Brian's solid lap.
Mahi hits comes right up into third with a 1:10.9.
Wow, that's really impressive, especially after he went really deep into turn 1 and lost a lot of time. If he can straighten that out, he might be able to contest with Monster's 10.2.
So I'm currently watching Cam to see where he goes. He just finishes his lap, goes third.
Wow.
With a 10.6 after being caught up behind the Red Bull of Racing Ginger.
So, from what I'm seeing is that it may be a lap record, but it can be beaten. A lot of these guys are getting held up.
Big pile up at Sector 1.
Oh, there's a conga line, it seems. And the Renault of Pork Chop lets Enrique through. That's probably a good thing. Enrique's a little wild to start. Don't want to see anything bad happen. These guys are racers. They're willing to put their body on the line, although it may be sim racing.
We've also just crossed the halfway point of qualifying, and 6 drivers, or 7 drivers so far. Now only 6. Suitman goes 5th. Halligan on a... Heglian? I don't know.
I tried that one too.
Lap. Kenny just starting his flying lap. Henry coming down the straight.
I'm going to stay on board with Kenny here.
Heavy goes 9th fastest with an 11.6.
Another yellow flag.
So,
down at turn 10. Seems to be a lot of those.
Helg starting his flying lap on the mediums.
Kenny is about to enter. This goes purple in sector 2. Entering sector 3, taking turn 10, going into the casino straight. Around turn 11. Can't get any
I don't
draft.
understand 11 and 12 being corners.
I know, right? I've watched a video on it. So he comes into the wall of champions, tries not to cut it, loses a lot of time. That's mighty unfortunate.
That's gonna cost him.
Oh, that's huge.
Let's see how he goes.
Oh, that's rough.
7th faster. That's cost him badly.
I'd imagine that took off a whole half second. You can tell he completely second guessed his entry, and then that just completely wiped away that hot lap he was on.
So out of those who haven't set a lap yet, Heglian is coming down the straight with Enrique in front of him, and Pork Chops is just coming down the straight after turn 10. So we're about to get 3 more times added here. Starting with Henrique and Helg.
I like Helg.
Henrique
That's easy.
goes 16. Henrique goes 16 fastest, and Helg goes 4th fastest.
That's something to hang your hat on. 10.6.
Pork chop, 19th fastest.
Oh, that's
The
unfortunate.
worst time so far.
Helg slows up. I imagine to let
Monkey
traffic
Mafia,
go through.
the only person not to qualify yet.
He is in the pit. Going on board with
Just
Tim Lee here.
Brian has beaten his own lap
Wow.
record
He's taken a full
with a 9.6.
half second off. Wow.
Yeah, about 6/10 off, and the next closest is JC with a 10.4.
Tim Lee about to enter the 10th turn. He's a second and a half slower right now. Doesn't seem like he will be putting up that quick of a lap.
Pork chop's just behind Tim Lee as well on his flying lap.
Oh, he's on
Enrique
mediums
coming
too.
down the final straight. Enrique jumps up into 13th fastest.
Well done. Hopefully he can shake out the nerves. He
Tim
was all
Lee
excited.
decides not to set a time. Barry jumps up 11th fastest. He-Man next to come down. Oh, he's on his out lap. Clog. But the Clog is the next one to potentially set a time. Currently on a flying lap. Oh, he goes through the chicane alright. No penalty.
I mean, he's on mediums. A lot of drivers is trying to get it done with mediums.
Could be a strategy thing.
Only
Yellow in sector 2, that's one of the Renaults.
only 4 minutes left in this qualifying. You'd imagine these drivers on the mediums to maybe switch the softs for one last go at pole.
Monkey Mafia still yet to set a time. I don't believe he's left the garage.
That'd be unfortunate. Yeah. Who's Plasterman? We get on board with him in the Williams. He's on his out lap.
So Brian is currently on an invalid lap, but also on his out lap. Going for another time. Let's see if he can better his time here.
Let's check out Clogmonger here. Oh, and he's in the pit, of course. Mahi Mahi. He's...
A little mistake. Oh, and that's an invalid time for Brian.
I think
Cam coming down the straight.
I think you should just put that thing
Cam
in
goes
park.
second fastest with a 10-0.
Oh, wow. You said before that he got held up in his hot lap prior.
Yes, he got held up by one of the Red Bulls on his previous lap, which he got a 10-6 with. So it just shows how much time he was held back with that Red Bull in his way. But still 4/10 behind Brian,
The
who
suit
seems
man.
to be one of our favourites at the moment.
A lot of people are saying that the Mercedes and the Renaults were the team to watch here. That they're the favorites. I'm on with Suitman here as he comes down the casino straight. Doesn't seem like this is his. Oh, he's on an invalid lap. Sorry. Seems like he's just preparing himself for his final go as he goes into the freaking pits. Helg back out on the mediums. A minute and a half left. If drivers to get out of the pit right now, they'd have a shot. But those who are coming down the casino stretch are going to have to move as even when on a hot lap, it seems to be taking a minute and 15 seconds to completely clear the
Ooh, I
track.
don't. Anyone who decides to leave now, even the McLaren who just left, I don't believe are getting anywhere near another time.
Random Sirius goes 2 with a 109.
Ooh, that's the
Two
closest
tenths.
anyone's gotten to Brian so far.
That's good to see. Seems to be a lot of seems to be a little cluster at the top now.
We have the top 8, or what is it? The top 6 decided by a whole second.
Mahi's on an invalid lap. Yellow flag in sector 3. We have 25 seconds left. Mahi's going to have to move if he wants to be able to cross that line before his time runs out. All
I
these,
don't believe.
yeah, all behind. Enrique won't have enough time. 9 seconds. No, he won't be able to make that. Makes the gearbox truly work. 2, 1. For all who want to go for one more hot lap is not happening. I don't believe, yeah, Enrique's lap currently will sit at an 11.785. All those who are in the pit won't be able to complete one more lap. We'll jump back on with Sirius here, as I believe he's coming into the pits. Who else do we have on?
JC is on an illegitimate lap. Bloom is coming through the hairpin at 10 at the moment.
Oh, as he goes purple in sector 2. He might give himself a shot.
He's currently 6th fastest. Let's see if he is able to better his lap.
He's got to pump it through that wall of champions.
Clog has crashed.
Oh, well, if there's any time to do it. Oh, and he cuts the corner
he's hit
on
the
the wall
wall,
of champions.
and that's an illegitimate. That's unfortunate. He was looking good.
And everyone else is in the pits. Artanist decides to go to the pits, and that's it for our qualifying. Brian Moss, the man.
Random Sirius, I think, has also crashed.
I couldn't. Unfortunately, Monkey Mafia was unable to complete a lap. I'm hoping we can maybe reconnect with Monkey, or if he can reconnect back with us so we can get a full 20-man grid, but as of right now it seems like it'll only be a 19 and the Haas will be down a man. So just from the looks of it, it seems there's been one person on each team to carry the load in the top 10. As the only team with 2 in the top 10 seems to be the Alfa Romeos. Other than that, oh, and the Renaults.
No,
the Renaults have
the
3
Renaults,
and 6.
both P3 and P6.
So unfortunately, the Williams and the Haas's are the only team without a man in the top 10. But as we said before, that may be something good if they're able to avoid turn 1 and all the collision, which we are assuming will happen up there.
Make sure to save the clip once qualifying is completely finished.
I'm going to get as close to race time as we can. Save as much time as possible.
Yeah.
But for all of those who are just joining the stream now, you have just missed the qualifying sessions. Thank you for coming out tonight for the first race of the inaugural season of the Midwest F1 League. Hopefully we can bring you some solid commentary, as I am Crash McQueen, and alongside me is Static Hazard. This is mainly all-American grid with a couple of, it seems a couple of Brits and a couple of Mexicans. But other than that, it seems to be most of the drivers are from the Midwest. Ooh, Hell qualified with in a medium tire there. I didn't notice that.
That could be potentially good for the race. If he decide, I believe he has to. He does have to stick with that compound.
in the
Well,
top
there was a
10.
lot of people with invalid laps and warnings throughout this entire session.
Seems quite a few drivers did end up only using one or two of those soft tire compounds. There are a handful of them who did use all three soft compounds. Hopefully that doesn't come to bite them during the race. And that'll